order being banned out, which should be 2 strong maps for BDS. So I'm not too sure. I personally, I think Liquid is going to be taking it, but we need to wait and see if that's going to be happening. Capital, first one to be removed. We're also going to see the Maverick to be removed. 2 basic bans for Clubhouse.
Yeah, the Capital and the Maverick ban. I actually think that BDS have picked a really strong map for themselves. I was a little bit worried about map bans for BDS and thinking that they might want to try and go to Cafe here, because they were looking weird on Cafe. Like during the qualifier, they did manage to beat out G2, of course, but overall their map pool on Cafe has not been that good. But we'll see the Maverick ban, we'll see the Capital ban, of course, the Mirror and the Echo. So some pretty standard bans here on Clubhouse. We'll see both regular hard breaches are going to be available, however, as we'll see BDS will start on the attack. Of course, this is Team Liquid's map pick. Sorry, this is BDS's map pick, so Team Liquid will get to pick the sides, and they'll opt to start defense. So we'll go to Church Alpha Room defense to start with here. We'll see a pretty standard lineup coming out from BDS. What do we think about this? Also, just to quickly note here, we are playing on the new build, so there are a number of changes here.
Such as the Kaid impacts.
Yeah, Kaid impacts are no longer available, but Kaid charged electrical is a little bit more.
It's buffed, basically. It cannot get up to 3 walls, but unfortunately, I think, well, actually, you can get the church wall with it, but that's about it, right? They also do have a Bennett available, so they're definitely going to be trying to deny the hard bridge to come in, as we are waiting to see the setup unfold. We see dirt being reinforced, pretty basic. You don't want to give them any free pressure from there, so it's basically 2 reinforcements that always go down. The others are more interesting, though. How are they going to be playing? It doesn't look like we're going to be seeing a bar setup, as the hatches are also going to be reinforced. It's something that we see more and more lately. However, Liquid not really stepping into it as of yet. Looking for at least so far to go with a pretty basic setup, just like the bans have been pretty basic. Nothing that stands out as of yet.
Yeah, I think Liquid are just going to be pretty content to just playing this how they want to play it. I think the most interesting pick is the Kaid being picked up here. We did see it during the previous matchup on Clubhouse as well. During the G2 game, we saw a decent amount of Kaid coming out from MIBR, and they were able to successfully trick that kitchen hatch as well. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it does go down. So that does mean there's going to be no impacts available for Liquid here for impact tricking.
Yeah, so the kitchen hatch most likely going to be opened up due to the fact that, of course, it's very hard to trick that with the Electroclaw. The EMPs are almost definitely taking care of those Electroclaws before anything actually happens. So they're going to have to rely on anything else, especially blue and motorcycle hatch. They're going to try and keep those closed, especially if you're looking at it. Mainly the blue hatch, which seems to be their priority. Now, that can either be due to the fact that they are maybe weak from such attacks, or BDS is strongest, if that is going to be the case. So we will be waiting to see how this will be unfolding right here. It's going to be Shaiko to be the first one to maybe enter. C4's already gone off, it looks like, right there. Hasn't hit anybody. We can see Nesto on that pulse, just waiting to see if anybody will be jumping in, so he can use that C4 to his advantage. Maybe pick up the early kill without any hassle, without any risk, so to say. But it looks like the kitchen hatch will be opened up. Actually, there is no EMP coming down, so if there was an Electroclaw, that could have been tricked out.
Oh, he did it! He got it!
Yeah, this has been tricked out. Renshiro wasn't actually on the position, and that means that, well, kitchen hatch for now will remain closed until Renshiro is there to throw in that EMP, and there he comes. Shaiko now with the second try will be tossing up the other. X-Kairos charges there. No more Electroclaws left on the side of Sexy Cakes. Yeah,
I mean, that's a decent amount of utility off the button. We've also wasted now 2 minutes gone down, but Shaiko is going to be there. He's going to pick up the entry frag of the round. There goes Nesk, and that is, of course, the Pulse, but also that is a Nitro off the table, so that's a great entry frag coming up from Shaiko. But they really need to get control of Dirt, and they need to get control of Blue if they want to try and make this into a success. Now, we don't really see too much control of Dirt going on from Liquid here, but they do have a decent amount of spacing and a decent amount of control of their own. And of course, every second that timer does tick down, things start to move further and further into the favor of Liquid, but not like that. Sexy Cake will be eliminated. Power, however, will come through. He'll strike back onto Panics, but Rafale has dropped the hatch, and he's going to start to plant. Doesn't look like they actually know that he's planting right now, and Liquid will be caught out. There goes Power as well. Shaiko with a double kill, as there goes Moringa. And Renshiro cleans it up.
Pretty clean round coming in there for BDS. And, well, I didn't want to say, but it's like Nesk versus Shaiko for some of these people. That is the true matchup in some people's eyes. And as Shaiko will be winning that first opening fight, they instantly put themselves on, well, the advantage right here as well. It's picking up an attack round, actually. Of course, we had some discussion about that beforehand. If there's two Heart Breachers available, is this an attack or defense side of map? We've had it in, well, we talked about it in CCSW back then. It's a bit more balanced out, of course, so it doesn't mean anything yet. It's not detrimental for Liquid. However, BDS is also a very emotional team, and picking up that first round is definitely going to be helping them to set the tempo right here.
Yeah, not a great start for Liquid at all. I was kind of surprised because after Sexagate was able to trick that kitchen hatch, I thought, honestly, things are going to slow down quite incredibly there for BDS because, you know, as you said, they're going to have to remove the Thatcher over. They're going to have to try and open up a little bit more of this floor. They're going to have to try and get a little bit more control. I think, honestly, and I really hate to say this, but I think a lot of success from BDS there was on that entry from Shaiko.
Definitely, and that's the thing we've seen in Challenge League as well. If Shaiko managed to get that first frag and not die straight afterwards, BDS is about 70%, you know, has a better opportunity to actually win that round. But also the other way around, if Shaiko loses the first gunfight, it often results in a round loss for BDS. So a lot actually results, relies on him getting those results in early on, and him getting a triple kill right there. But also the fact there was no info of Rafal planting definitely showed. And Rafal, of course, the top planter in the playoffs after the Forts match, 12 plants over the entire qualifier right there. So
yeah, with the BDS versus Falls game added in the last chance qualifier. Yeah, he did actually manage to get it up. So it does show you like how objective-based BDS can be right now. But we'll see. Shaiko going to be opening up everything that he can on the garage area. As BDS trying to get open this east server wall as well. Because we know Capitalis makes things a little bit more difficult. I wouldn't be too surprised to see RX drop off here and try and go below and try and get control. And looks like Shaiko is going to be joining out for that.
Love that. Let's just turn up this cam now, so they think it's going to be clear, but there's actually going to be info right now. Knows that someone is going to be rappelling up there, but there's nothing he can do. There's also one in main door right there, Shaiko. I don't know if he actually spotted it out, because if that's the case, Shaiko might just as well come in and sweep up Nesk again. That is, of course, what they're looking for. Shaiko ever more occupied with the main stairs. Wall has been opened up. There's nothing they can do about it. RX uses double impact to make sure that they're off. Also has no stuns left, but has to be careful to not actually be vulnerable from one of the vertical angles that has been created. You already see the bandit going quite low on HP right there. Has been in the first gunfight. Or that might be due to the double impact grenade there. Nesk quickly prepping that window for that jump out as soon as he spots someone.
It's about halfway into the round now, but BDS have accomplished quite a lot of the objectives that they probably want to get open at this point in the round. Of course, we do have that main wall open. Nitro does go out, but does not manage to find its mark just yet, as we still have Nesk getting ready for the run out. But Rafal, however, is going to pick up the first kill of the round. There goes Nesk on the jump out. However, he has not found anyone, and he's going to give himself away. Shaiko should be able to easily hunt him down right now. There is going to be Shaiko versus Nesk right now, as the pre-fires do come through. Just about a minute left to go on the clock, and Shaiko will find the kill. There goes Nesk, and Liquid find themselves in a 3v5. What a disaster right now, Hap.
Yeah, that's definitely a disaster. BDS finds themselves right now in a very good position with 2-man advantage right here, and PSK low on HP. It's definitely going to be hard for them to fight this back. Rafal right now trying to find his way in, but he knows as soon as he sets that stab, they'll get the audio cue. Panics then takes down Sexy Case. Right now he tries to move up, but it's PSK that still managed to get up that frag. Panics gets a trade on Merenga as PSK with the double, as the diffuser has now been dropped. But the frag comes in from behind, and it's going to be BDS to pick up their second round now. Liquid not looking too strong as of yet, and BDS, as they saw G2 get eliminated, the team that they knocked out of group stages last time at a minor, they don't have to face them anymore. That's a bit of fear maybe gone as well for them. They're free, and they're up as one of the 2 European teams remaining right now. They want to make their region proud, and they're trying to do so as we speak.
One of the interesting things about this matchup, despite that these two teams, so Liquid finished second at DreamHack, and BDS finished third, but they never went against each other. And they were even in the same group as well. But they never went against each other the entirety of the last DreamHack. So it's an interesting matchup, potentially something that should have happened earlier during that DreamHack, but we will see it now. And already BDS in commanding control, right? We see Clubhouse. We often say, and I know Demo mentioned it during the last series as well, that when you do have those two hard breaches available, you do see Clubhouse start to move into the favor of the attack.
definitely. We could also see it during G2 when there is actually just one of the heart breaches available. It's really hard to get those attacking rounds in, as we had 11 defensive round wins over the course of the 12 that were played. So definitely those heart breaches will make it a lot easier. BDS straight away showing it, as they managed to get 2 rounds relatively cleanly, so to say. It hasn't been too much of an issue. We thought after the Electroclaw trick, actually, well, that's unfortunate. You lost quite a lot of utility right there, but it didn't matter because they still managed to clear it out, get the plant in, and at that point, Liquid didn't know how to handle it. BDS doing some good stuff right here. Shaiko also showing up. I've had the curse that when I actually casted him, he'd never showed up on Challenger League, so glad that it's not me. I'm going to blame Tallus from now on.
Well, we'll see how things do continue to go through as we move into round number 3. But interestingly, from Liquid, Sexy Cake is not bringing that Kayad anymore. They decided instead to bring the Maestro. And of course, Maestro does get impacts, and you'll be able to impact trick that hatch as well. That's going to allow Liquid to maintain control of that hatch area as quickly as they can. So I think that's a good change from Liquid. I don't think the Kayad is very useful here, honestly.
They got one set of X cards, but it opened up anyway, right? So it's literally, you can maybe bring something better that brings something else to your lineup, Valkyrie or Smoke, something like that, right? Just bring stuff that is actually going to have a direct impact, and that is like almost not counterable by the likes of BDS right now. And that's exactly what they're doing right now.
I like what RX is doing here. He's not even giving the potential of a Valkyrie Nitro to come through here from below. He's just going to be opening up the really long angle coming out from Logistics instead. And he's got to be very, very confident about all of that if he's going to be trying to hold a really long angle to cover, I assume, Shaiko. Yeah. Trying to open up.
But it's something that RX has been doing over and over again in his entire player career. He just feels so comfortable on that back, on those long angles as well. He's really good at controlling the recoil of the CE8 right there. And well, that also makes him shine as a player.
Sea Thatchers are going to be going out, and Shaiko should be able to get this all open, but the impact does come through. One lone X-Kairos does manage to make its way through, but it's not going to be enough to open up the entirety of that hatch.
It's definitely not going to be enough, as they're going to need at least 4, I believe it was, right, to open it up. It used to be 6 right after patch, but they knocked it down to 4. So that means they're going to have to use another set of X-Kairos on that hatch, meaning that one of the hatches won't be able to open up. Panics there, spots out one of the players just running out towards Oil Pit. There's no clue whether or not he actually ran all the way through. Grenade now comes in right there. This is just going to be doing some damage to the bandit right there. Nothing too major, nothing too critical. If they bounce it through the door, that could have actually been a secure kill right there on Nesk. So lucky there for the sides of Liquid that they still escape with 5 people alive as the last 30 seconds are about to hit right now. That means that we are going to the final execute anytime soon.
Yeah, 25 seconds left to go on the clock. Flashbangs are going to come down from BDS. They're going to have to go for the drop, but Sexy Cake is still in dirt. Nesk has the crossfire with him. He still has a Nitro as well. The plant is actually just going to start coming down from Rafale, but this time they're going to know that it's going down. Nitro's going to go perfectly from Nesk. Rafale's out of it, but Renshiro will trade it out. Moringa finds one of his own, however, as well. As he moves through, RX goes down and out of it, as it's all down to Renshiro, but he can't make it happen. Apollo will secure the first round for Liquid.
It took them too long. They didn't have the entry frag that they need to actually create that room, create that space that they need to get that plant in safely for a foul. And because of that, Liquid, they read that perfectly. They were like, okay, we just have to be passive. Don't take any gunfights until they start dropping in, because that's the only thing they can do at this point. Because we managed to get one of the X-Kairos out, there's not much they can do. They're going to have to use one of the termites as well if they want to actually open up all the hatches. And as we speak, Liquid managed to pick up their first round because of that, because of the passiveness. That is not always well, the marking point for a LATAM team.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like the kind of aggressiveness. I think that Liquid don't necessarily buy into that kind of aggressiveness. Like the other teams in their region do, like FaZe and yeah, definitely MIBR, what we saw earlier today. So, well, we'll see how things continue to go down from Liquid. But overall, not a great start for them. But you got to keep in mind also, this is BDS's map pick. We do think this is potentially a little bit more attacker-sided than normal Clubhouse would be played out. So, I think, you know, we can give Liquid the benefit of the doubt, and they have managed to find their round on the board.
It's not over yet. They can still get up to 4. They can still get up to 3. It's all still quite doable. Everything is still open at this point. It's just BDS maybe a little bit more comfortable, especially since, well, Church now is going to be closed off. Liquid is going to have to defend CCTV cache. The question is, will they adapt? What will they change? And how are they going to be able to succeed? Because last time it was just a double impact coming in. There is no Zofia now, so that is going to be not happening for BDS, so they're going to have to find another way to make sure that that main wall is going to get opened up. We see one of the black guys instantly taken out, so that's some information from Nesk, but not any longer.
The same black guy that he did last time as well. Yeah.
But last time we threw it halfway in the round, and it stays alive longer if you do it like that.
Yeah, so. I think that because he threw it out so late, he was trying to force himself to play around billiards and just try and play off of it. And he was getting mistiming so much.
Yeah.
Like, if he had just stayed on the cam a second longer, he would have seen that Shaiko was lounge, and he could have jumped out that window immediately. You know, there was so many, like, timing issues from him, but, well...
Oh, Renshiro almost hitting Nesk there.
Nesk getting a little bit lit up there, but not going to go down just yet. As we get just about a minute into the round, and we see BDS again with the same kind of take going downstairs, but, yeah, as you said, no Zofia from them this time.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be hard for them to get that Bennett out of place. They need to, well, they need to try something. OGA PIT still roaming below, could be coming all the way from the back, and, well, take Shaiko from the side. Maybe RX as well, as he's located in this area now. The grenade comes in, it's actually going to get cooked right there. That might be able to pick up PSK, as it's going to be perfectly cooked. Possibly!
Nice.
Oh, what a nade! Right there from RX, and it's the wall straight opened up as well. And it's all BDS wanted to do. No Zofia, but no problem for them. They just cooked the nade perfectly, RX. You can almost call him a chef right here. As he just yeeted that in there.
That's actually perfectly timed as well, because it was before PSK was able to get that bandit battery down as well. Jerome will come ahead of Shaiko here, as Paolo will try and push up through the bar and go for the pre-fires down onto the lounge. Paolo's really not feeling good about trying to push that all down, as BDS have completely secured their own flank. And of course, they've got it all open as well into the side. Just about a minute left to go on the clock. BDS are looking very good as Shaiko picks up another frag of his own. Paolo on the flank goes down. Well, Liquid still have a lot of control of the site, but they're losing members.
All they need to do now on BDS is take care of Garage Control Rafters. Is such a critical point if you want to get the plant in that they're trying to aim for. Sexy Kicks has two of his Evil Eyes located at that position as they're slowly trying to take him out. It's going to be RX to win that gunfight, and at this point onwards, it's almost game over already for this round for the sides of Liquid, but it's going to be Nesk to at least take down one. He's going to be taking down Shaiko, his counterpart, the other star player, to try and bring things back into balance, as all things should be. But it's going to be 4-on-2 right here still for BDS, and it's going to be a hard one to fight, especially since RX now picks up a lot of shots, actually downs Nesk. So it's a 1-4 effectively. It's just Moringa right now, but the plant's already going down, and he used a smoke canister on the wrong spot. No more left. He needs to go in for the peaks, but he's like all the crossfires out there, and it's not going to be happening. It's Rafal to finish it off as well. And there we go, BDS picking up round number 4, 3-1. They're really looking strong right here.
What a beautiful start coming out from BDS right now. They are coming out the gate swinging, and they are absolutely living it, it looks like. And, you know, 3 rounds on attack on club, no matter which way you look at it, and all on core sites as well. We haven't seen a single gym bedroom defense just yet from Liquid, but as I say it, Hap, we're going to be going.
They're going to have to, because they lost the other one twice. They lost CCTV cache twice, and you don't want to keep on hitting your head on the same rock, as that is why they're swapping out to gym bedroom, with the knowledge that, of course, church will be open again next time. And well, as soon as that is going to be opened up, they will be most likely going back to that with the signs behind it. That's the only bomb site we have won. So we are having the best opportunity of winning that again.
I like that 6th pick coming out from Sexy Kick.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a mind play, right?
Yeah, moving from the Maestro onto the castle. I think that is why that IRX decides to go to the Zofia instead, because they see the Cade. They're like, well, they can't go downstairs yet. They're probably going to be going gym instead. The Cade, again, I feel like it's an interesting pick here. I was talking to Lycan about this, about playing a Cade in cash now without impacts. A little bit harder to do. You can't really nitro trick, so to say. So, you know, I feel like it's just an interesting thing you want to do here. And I think maybe Liquid still living in the past a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like, of course, the new patch came in, so things have changed. And they're sure as well going to be aware of that now. But like what I think as well, the 6th pick to the castle. Castle's such a giveaway operator you go in gym bedroom, right? So if you pick that, there's no hiding it anymore. Whilst Maestro is actually an operator that is almost always being played on the garage when you're going CCTV cache, because those Evil Eyes just help you out so much, trying to hold control for as long as possible, because it just, you know, stays active in the minds of your opponents. So good, well, attempt at mind play right there, but of course it's going to be easy to deal with these impacts that RX is going to be bringing to the table with his Zofia.
We'll we'll see. Renshiro is going to be coming up onto the strip roof and see what he can do from that area. Just holding onto that CC angle, making sure that no one can peek from that side. But their main objective here is to get that jacuzzi wall open, of course. See, Nesk is going to be tricking that. This is, of course, as well why you do bring the castle. But the Cade also is being used here to be able to back all of this up. So there's a lot of denial here, right, from Liquid.
I'm just wondering now, how are they going to be dealing with the shield, considering they already used one of the impacts right there, so they're going to have to do something else. There comes the actual stun right there. It's going to be the wrong wall trick by Nesk, and he is forced to fall back. As right now, PSK is going to be well, the next one to fight that angle from the bathroom, make sure that they don't come in with that slug shotgun. It's more of a sniper rifle, really, at this point, as it does so much damage. Of course, Kali not into play yet. It's going to be shot there. He tried to go for the drone. It's going to be Shaiko just moving straight after, just baited right there by the drone usage. Shaiko trying to move in right now, knows one is going to be behind the bed, so knows he has to peek him first. But he's standing up right now. He's still thinking he's prone. It's going to be Rafal to pick him up, so that's the bed cleared out. Rafal from the same angle as Shaiko. Paolo now on the main stairs is going to be having to play such a huge role. Sexy Cake is still all the way up in cash room right here.
This is looking very, very good indeed for BDS. Liquid trying to go for that retake right now. Rafal's going to TK, and Paolo brings in a double kill of his own. This is actually gone right into the way of Liquid now, as it's all down to Renshiro to try and bring this in a 1v2. Sexy Cake playing very patiently around construction. Diffuser is down, and they know where it is down right now. Renshiro not in a good place right now. Just about a minute left to go on the clock, however, to play with. But he's got one EMP, but not a whole lot of options left. He's just between on the island right now. They're going to know where he is. Sexy Kid could easily peek from the other side whenever he wants. EMP will go out. A little bit of a whiff there from Renshiro. He's going to know someone's on the other side as he goes for the peek of rounds. Going to see him. He takes out Paolo. And it's all down to Sexy Cake in a 1v1.
Sexy Cake should have already peeked him, though. Like, when he was moving in, when he was taking out those shots, that's when you rotate, that's when you go and try and hold the angle. As soon as your teammate gets killed, you can instantly refire, but he's just too far back right here. If Renshiro clutches this, it's just basically purely on the fact that Sexy Cakes was too passive about it. And as the plan now comes down right behind the bomb, he's going to be aware, and he gets it! It's Renshiro to take down Sexy Cakes right there, and to bring in the 4th round of BDS. And that was a round that certainly shouldn't have been won by BDS, considering the fact that it was a 1-on-2 situation. If they played that out like they should have, they knew where he was as soon as he jumped in the window. They should have been in position to take care of that situation. But Liquid, they were a bit sleepy, it looked like, as Renshiro.
I think one key mistake that was made there by Liquid, so they invest huge amounts of utility into that jacuzzi wall. They have a shield there, they have 2 hard breach denials there in the Bandit and also the Coyote as well. But they also have the castles and the ADSs. There's just so much utility going into keeping that jacuzzi wall open, closed, sorry. And
what's always going to open?
It's going to get open, right? But it's how much utility can you waste, and how much time can you waste for them to get that open. So BDS did really well in their clear, especially with the Zofia charge as well. And the timing coming out from them.
Not even sure, they didn't even stun it. It was just the wrong wall chosen by Nesk.
Yeah.
Actually.
So, you know, and so like that's my other point of that. But also, just as soon as it's obvious that Nesk is not going to trick that wall, you should reinforce that other bathroom wall that was left open for the Kaya to trick through. And I feel like because they left it open, it allowed Shaiko to get so much early control through bathroom.
Definitely so, and that is the thing. So you use so much of your own utility during that wall, and if it just opens up due to a small mistake of tricking the wrong wall at that point, that's definitely going to be coming back to hurt you, as you just saw. But we're back to church with the signs that that's the only bomb site Liquid has won so far on the defensive half, and it's definitely looking to start looking grim right now for the likes of Liquid. 4-1 on your defensive site against not really the way you want to start things off here, so BDS have a flying start, so to say.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. They're going to be feeling really, really good about this one. If they can find another round for themselves, I feel like it's map over at 5-1. I just do not see a scenario where Liquid would come back in that situation. But we did also see a 5-1 from the G2 game. Even though it was all defenses in that situation, it can definitely happen. But Liquid have really got to get it together if they want to start to bring in rounds. Well,
that is, of course, the beauty of Rainbow Six Siege. You would say, like, there's a lot of experience on Liquid, but people forget that BDS is not just a team out of new players all around, right? Like, every single one of these players has so much experience in the game. It's just unbelievable, like, the amount of tournaments they have played across the entire lineup. So it's just like, it looks like a new team, but actually it is like a veteran team reassembled, so to say, to fight again against the Avengers right now of Liquid.
Yeah, I get it because the
yeah, you get it, right.
The
Okay.
jerseys.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Round 6 getting underway, however, it's going to be the final attack round from BDS, and things already looking very, very good. Moto hatch will get opened up, of course, as the blue hatch has also been opened up. And honestly, for the same, it just looks like the exact same approach from BDS every single round, and what they're getting open, what kind of control do we want to get. I just haven't seen a decent response from Liquid in the first round, but I like, the Maestro being picked up now, obviously.
I like this as well. Shaiko trying to go aggressive right here, and Sexy forcing him to fall back, basically. Doesn't really hurt him too much, though, as he basically only takes up to 20 HP. There will be taking out 3 of the EX Caros, and that's going to be just enough to actually keep it closed. It's going to be opening a decent line of sight right there, but not enough to actually get the hatch open, and that's their actual goal. Sexy Cakes to pick up Shaiko. That means the Hibana's off the board. Tries to go for a second, but it's Rafal to come out on top with the Termite. And as one Heart Breacher falls, the other one avenges him. And it's a 4-on-4 situation now, but not exactly with the control that BDS wants to move on this round. And I'm not sure how many exothermic charges they have left, but they might need to... Oh, none. So they need to revise their plan right here to see what they're doing. Like, I believe actually clear to move in as a BSK just drops in with a C4 and gets a kill right there on the main stairs.
Is going to be taken off the board. Great C4 coming out from behind the church wall from PSK as Rafal trying to pay his life here desperately. Barbed Wire just gets destroyed, but he instantly gets peeked out by Nesk. And a double kill for Nesk, almost a triple, but Moringa will trade him out as Liquid will secure round number 6. So 4-2, not the end of the world, but, well, Liquid are going to have to step it up on the attack if they want to bring it in.
Just the lack of information, though, on the side of BDS, because the entirety of Armory was just clear. They could just move through the bridge. That was right there, right next to the main stairs, and you could have gone an easy plant. You could have just helped the angles, could have helped one from upstairs. There's nothing Liquid could do at that point, so BDS could have made it up to 5-1 here if they had that read, but they didn't, and that means Liquid have managed to get their second round on the board, and that will be going over to the attack to show BDS how it's done, or the other way around. BDS is going to show Liquid how the defense is done. As they instantly pick a pulse, something I don't think we've seen, actually. Oh, no, Castle. Gym bedroom first. I like that. BDS swapping it up, offsite first.
Yeah, I mean, like going to the offsite first, like the 6th pick coming out onto the castle just to hide it, and we did talk about that a little bit earlier as well. So, yeah, I like the fact that they're just going to the offsite first, because I feel like it's a no-risk kind of play, right? That they can go to the gym, and if they lose it, then okay, we'll just go to the core sites anyway. The only thing that you potentially have at a disadvantage there is if you then win your next core site, they're going to know where you're going to go. You're going to go to the next core site, right? Yeah. But I like it. It's a good way to try and throw off if Liquid were going to change anything up, which we don't typically see Liquid do on their attacks. They don't tend to bring any different operator.
They have a very similar lineup as well. It's very versatile. You have the Zofia, you have the Sledge. So your soft breaches there, you have the 2 heart breachers, you have the toucher for the EMPs to make sure that heart breach denial is being denied. So it doesn't really matter for them where they're going. I don't think there's any operator that comes in my mind for the attacking team.
I think Buck is really the only change I would have
you could make for Sledge, possibly something like that, right?
But yeah, you are right. I think this is a very versatile lineup from Liquids, and I think, this is what you're going to be typically seeing from a lot of attackers. No Kayad could be coming out from BDS, however, they have the impacts from Ranchero to be able to impact trick deny the walls of Cash, which they can hold down if they want to hold down those long angles, but Ranchero is not going to be doing that. He's already used both of his impacts.
Are they trying to battle each other right there to drone all? No, it's actually not going to be happening. It's going to be Shaiko to pick up the first frag right here onto Palu. Not exactly sure what that happened. Highway, or is that going to be on the balcony? Where is it? CSI OGA right here as we're trying to find the body, but we're not sure where it actually happened. And you see the Bendetrix actually coming down in the likes of CCTV just to make sure that no one is going to be coming in from there. But there's actually no pressure from Liquid whatsoever coming to that side. It's going to be the Jacuzzi wall being opened up. We see the reinforcement coming down from RX. He gone quite low, though, from a gunfight through the drone hole, but that's nothing too major. Oh, that's unlucky.
That's not smart.
That's not a smart play.
But, that's exactly what should be happening there. As soon as that Jacuzzi wall gets opened up, just reinforce the bathroom wall. Do not give them any kind of control of the bathroom. You do it so you can keep control of the Jacuzzi wall for as long as possible, but, once you lose it, you reinforce it. you let them have it. And, you know, that's smart from BDS, something that Liquid did not do during their defenses. And, well, we saw how much it cost from Shaco. We get caught out a little bit here, but Sexy is going to move all the way in and trying to open up the wall where he can, but RX will deny it with an impact trick, and that's going to be all the Thermite's gone.
I like Shaco going aggressive right there. As soon as that X-Carros was being opened up, he tried to challenge Paolo right through the drone hole. Fortunately, he didn't peek, so he's now fallen back, trying to stay a little bit further into the site to make sure that, well, he doesn't lose his life, because he is so valuable to the likes of BDS. I don't want to overhype him, but like a lot relies on him. He's either putting his team on a big disadvantage if he dies first, or he's going to be creating it when he gets that first frag, like he just did against Paolo. That's 2 nades of the board. Don't forget that. That's a huge pick coming down, but it doesn't stop Liquid as of yet. They're trying to move in. It's going to be Ranchero to overstay his welcome. Go a bit too aggressive. Sexy Cake will instantly make sure that that will be punished, and puts them back on the scoreboard evenly, 4-on-4, so to say.
Show gets baited out hard, but panics with a crossfire from Logistics. Will take down one, but instantly gets shredded out by Sexy K. But only 30 seconds left to go to work with here for Liquid to see what they can do here. Shaiko still holding out. What a shot from Shaiko! Oh my god, Moringa just gets deleted. Rafael still holding it down. In Logistics, Sexy crawls his way like a sneaky snake all the way into the site. Nitros will go out, but he won't find them out just yet. Sexy is still crawling. RX surely hears him, but he dies to him. What? Sexy has a triple kill on the round. He's got Diffuser. He's in sight. He needs to start planting. PSK is going to be holding it down. Takes down Rafael. It's all down to Shaiko, but he can't bring it in. And Liquid will clinch the first attack.
He didn't even have to peek it at that point. There was no time anymore. If he just would have gone off as soon as he saw the buddy, that would have been around for BDS right there. But the deadly snake move has worked as he managed to open up on the bathroom right there, get into the plant. And
let's review what Sexy Cake did that round. He opens Jacuzzi wall, he moves in, he gets the entry against Ranchero, and then he also wins the fight against Panics as well on the refrag. Then he moves in like a sneaky snake, gets another entry, then he plants the diffuser, and this is all on Thermite, by the way.
But he stops the diffuser right before because he hears the last player coming in, and he actually wins it with the last millisecond of the round left. So great stuff coming down right here from that Thermite, from the Fragmite, we can say, and it's 4-3. So Liquid win their first attacking round, as you mentioned before. That still keeps us at the same trend. That attack seems to be favored right now with the 2 Hot Creatures open. Of course, there's still a lot more rounds to go. 4 more rounds to go, at least. 5, actually.
It's a decent looking start for Liquid here, but don't forget that is kind of considered an offsite. And I think that was still kind of an experimental strategy coming out from BDS. However,
but they do that a lot.
But yeah, no, we do see them do that a lot, and we'll see how round of 8 will get underway, as we'll see a little bit more of a familiar sight here in Cash and CCV room. We'll also see the Legion making its appearance here from BDS for the first time this series.
5 seconds to insertion.
Yeah, it's actually an operator that you see a lot normally, and now only appearing on the board. BDS making use of it. It's definitely going to be helpful to make sure that, for example, no shields will be moving up on the rafters or the mezzanines or whatever you want to call it. It has so many names nowadays. And will also slow down the attack by a lot due to the fact you have to pull out those pins before you keep on moving. Otherwise, you would be taking a significant amount of damage and you won't be able to plant, all that kind of stuff. Liquid will have to try and deal with this.
We'll see what Kyle's going to be coming out across the board here as Liquid trying to maintain and regain that control where they can. They're aiming up to try and get control over the CC wall. We'll see Sexy Cake and PSK coordinated to try and get it all open. Drones will go out, and we'll see a barricade door to prevent the Zofia trick, but also a shield there just as well to prevent it. So Panix has a lot of investment here to keep this wall indeed closed. See Paolo with a very long angle to try and see if he can pick up anyone on the cross, but also trying to shoot that barricade out.
He's afraid of there being a drone around the corner that's actually spotting him out, but it's not going to be that one. Paolo now will have to relocate to try and actually challenge Panics right there. There's still an ADS there that they need to take care of, so they're going to have to definitely use at least one of the EMPs. There it comes on the roof. But actually make sure that the ADS is gone. It's going to be the refrag coming in. We can't see who died by who. Shaiko gone and his nest gone. So the 2 Titans are off the board. The wall's getting open. It's a big ban wave. There we go. There is the confirmation. It's Paolo to take down Shaiko. Shaiko to take down Nest. So one-on-one trade, so to say. Zofia gone and the Jaeger gone. Possibly BDS getting a better hand out of this, but Sexy Cake's already in the site. Managed to get the frag, open things up, but it's going to be RX right there to drop the diffuser in the door opening. Flashbang comes out to try and counter it. The Sexy Sexy Cakes has no ID. They're all over the place. There's one on Rafters. Will be picking up a beautiful frame right there onto Sexy Cakes himself. PSK will be going in for the trade, taking out on RX, and it's just complete mayhem going in. We're in a 2-2 situation now. We're a foul still on the Rafters, which is like the critical site that you need to take if you want to go for a plant like this. And as we have Renshiro still from below, is going to be able to rotate to whatever place he wants to. Palu now coming in with the plant. Look at that. Renshiro from below is waiting for a spot to come in maybe. I don't know if they do have any information. No, they don't. So it's going to be just purely based on sound. We'll be tossing in that impact. Won't be able to do anything. The actual wall banks come out. There's Rafael to pick up one. And now it's all up to Paolo to try and get this second round in. We'll be trying to get it with the SMG-11. Question is, will he get it? Yes. The first down comes in. One-on-one situation. We're still in it. We're still live. We're still hot. As it's going to be Renshiro now to be the one for BDS to hold it off. Gives away his position. Paolo is going to be aware. Knows he needs to go for the plant. There's nothing that Renshiro has to deny that from below. No impact. No spots. No information. But it's still Paolo holding off, being patiently here as he allows Renshiro to move all the way back up. Knows about his location right now as Renshiro sends in those shots, but he's not going to be peeking that. He's not going to be moving out from it. It's going to be Paolo trying to stay aggressive right here. Will be getting the frag with the SMG as well. And it's just a beautiful route from the sledge right there, as he manages to get the Liquid round in, even when it seemed lost when the diffuser was dropped, and Sexy Cake dropped to the board as well by the Maestro.
There was a smart play right at the end there as well from Paolo, where he got on his drone and he repositioned it to make sure they had that garage flank covered and that he could safely plant. So, you know, just little awarenesses like that that win you the round, that give you the info necessary to be able to push it.
Definitely.
But there we go, Liquid do manage to even out the scoreboard, and well, we'll see you for a piece now. Liquid now in a really good position to try and bring this in.
Liquid 4-on-4, it's all squared up again. They managed to get 2 of their attack wins, even though one was a little bit closer. Like BDS, they looked a lot more comfortable when they got their wins in, but a win is a win, and that's what counts in the end. And as Liquid managed to get it up to 4-4, they're all back in it, and this next round will definitely decide who's going to be going into, well, the fourth quarter, so to say, with the better feeling, if we want to talk about that kind of stuff right now. We're just going to divide the entire matchup in a lot of, well,
I think this is a very, very critical map for BDS, honestly. And they did say it during the analyst segment as well, that Clubhouse is, I think, this is BDS's map pick, right? They were looking very, very strong on it earlier, and, you know, now they haven't been able to win any defenses, though. And now I'm starting to think, you know, is this really going to be BDS's map here? Have now Liquid woken up? They've started to do better. Cafe is a really dodgy one for them, but also Team Liquid have Bank in their back pocket as the decider. If they can bring it here,
I think they won the map veto, honestly.
Yeah. If they can guarantee the decider here, I think Team Liquid will easily bring this in. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on BDS here to take this first map.
Like, no consulate, no border. That was the maps that we expected BDS to go to, as those are their strongest maps. But they didn't pick them when they had the opportunity to. And because of that, I think Liquid actually managed to win the map veto, so to say. So it's going to be up to BDS to pull up something amazing right here to actually take it home. Of course, it looked like after the first 3 rounds, oh, BDS is actually looking real strong right now. But of course, we've seen these upsets happening time and time again. Liquid now is, well, they fought themselves all the way back from a 4-2 deficit to a 4-4. Where they are now getting the opening frag as well. It's Paolo to take down Renshiro. There's the Legion off the board. That means no more goo mines being deployed. And that's actually a huge pick as well. As, of course, he was alive for a long time in the last round.
The Fear Charge will come out from below. The impact's coming out from Nesk. And, of course, they will be able to open up the wall successfully. We do, however, see the shield now repositioned from Panics. And that's going to give him a lot longer angle and a much stronger position to now play and hold it all down. So this is good work from BDS so far.
Definitely good work as you see them setting up right now, all going to different kinds of angles as slowly but steadily they are getting ready to well, commence a take yet again. We see the Jacuzzi wall being opened up. That's going to be allowing them to attack from 2 fronts right now, and that is honestly what you want. You want to box them in. Now you have the man advantage, so you can keep on trading. And that seems to be the setup, at least, that Liquid wants to run. The Fuser, however, is on the Jacuzzi site, so that is going to be giving us away what kind of a take that they want to approach right here. They want to get into cash. They want to get that planted. And as PSK will be picking up a beautiful headshot there. Wants to go for the second, but doesn't quite manage to hit it onto the player right there. I believe that's RX playing. Yes, it is on that angle. He's going to get baited out by the X-Kairos, but won't be able to do anything about it. Will be forced to fall back due to the fact that someone is actually moving in from bedroom. Nast then picks up Rafale as well. They're slowly picking BDS apart right here as Liquid is storming towards the 5th round.
Great attack already from Liquid. Just see them in 2v5. Make it a 1v5 as Power will shut down RX. It's all down to Panic's no C4 and just a sliver of HP left remaining. But he does have time on his side. 30 seconds to go in a 1v5 to try and bring it in. Can't even find one. And Liquid will eliminate him. And there'll be a flawless round from them.
As I just said, BDS look way more comfortable during their attack rounds. They need to step it up on Liquid's side, but a win is a win. They just give us a flawless round to show that they're not here to just mess around. As I believe a tactical timeout has been called as we see, well, the happy Spider-Man's sitting right there. Of course, one of the only members left in the Avengers. Needs to step up, so he cloned himself. He took all the people from the Spider Universe, multiverse, to come in and assist so they could today challenge BDS. One of the favorites as well for a lot of the French community, of course. For a lot of Europe, especially since G2 has been knocked out.
That Spider-Man jersey is great.
I love it. I was okay. So I was sitting in the lobby, right, and I just see 2 people with Spider-Man shirts going out of the lobby. I was like, "What the f is going on here?" But I was like, "Oh yeah, again, Avengers X Liquid, definitely one of the best crossover episodes in the world."
Oh, yeah, 100%, 100%. This is, you know, it's just not been looking good at all for BDS in the second half. But you kind of like look at the score line, and honestly, it's not even that bad because we do expect this to be a little bit more attacker-sided. Liquid have had a string of very, very solid starts here now. They've managed to pick themselves back up. We saw some really good rounds from them, especially from Sexy Cake as well, on that initial GM attack, and we'll see that Liquid do definitely have it together now, and we've seen a string of wins from them now to try and bring this in for them. They've managed to put themselves in the lead now. BDS probably thinking to themselves that this is still okay. We do need those 2 defenses, though, to at least secure the overtime. But
what stands out to me, Shaiko is not really that on fire anymore as he was in the start of the matchup. So you can instantly see how how BDS just slowly starts to suffer soon as the star player is not performing, whilst Nask is actually starting to warm up right now. He's starting to get those entry fricks. So Liquid is slowly turning the momentum right here as they got, I believe, 4 consecutive rounds right now. If not 5, it was 4, I believe. So they're definitely starting to gain the momentum right here, and if that keeps on going, it might become a snowball effect. As of course, we're also heading into a second map at some point. My fear is right now that if Liquid gets 2 more rounds in a row, that we're just going to get a very, very short second map, even though we expected this to be the closest matchup that we were going to be seeing today.
Cafe is a really interesting map, and I'm going to be love to see that how it does go down, obviously. But well, we'll see the strafe, and is definitely favoring Liquid right now at 61%.
Yeah, definitely. I voted for Liquid or strafe, so I was feeling it. No, cannot always cheer for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, Liquid, I think this is still, even though BDS had a really strong showing at DreamHack as well, and of course they had a flawless Challenger League almost, you know, like, Liquid are still, I feel like, the dominant force here. They have a lot more kind of under their belt, and they just came away with the BR6 title as well. So, yeah, I mean, this is still definitely the closest matchup, I think, that we expected. But, well...
this first map is definitely showing it.
Yeah. I think, though, that... yeah, I think you're completely right. 2 more rounds for Liquid is all they need. They've been looking a lot more dominant force than BDS did during their attacks.
So, we see the LATAM team trying to, well, achieve those 2 rounds. They're on the hunt right now. They feel the blood. They smell the blood. They taste the blood. And they're just trying to capitalize on it, so to say. So it's up to BDS to turn around the momentum right now. They need to step up. They need to change something. Maybe a little bit more aggressiveness to come through. Just make a ballsy play. Of course, it's a very risky thing to do because if you lose it, you're going to be on a match point behind, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. Shiro trying to challenge off these long angles that are made all the way from above, but will be falling back right now because he knows that his C4 is so much more valuable. Black Guy getting taken out. Paolo just opening up those doors right there that just basically serve as information gathering devices for the likes of BDS, because you hear it's going to get opened up. You know that someone is going to be there, and well, with that, oh, there we go. They think someone is there. Not the case, of course. Not a bandwave coming in. So if someone kills someone now, we won't be able to actually see that properly.
Well, Electric Claws are going to be going out, of course, and then we'll see the Moto Hatch is going to get tricked out successfully by Panics here. He's got a nice Valkyrie camera to be able to work off here as well. On top of that, looks like Moringa is going to try and coordinate this with Sexgate to try and pull all of this off. But Panics,
no way
he's long away.
There's no way you can pull that off with an Electric Claw. If a Thatcher and a Termite work together, there's nothing you can do as the Kite, and it's going to be Nesk to once again get the entry frag. It's going to be Rashiro to drop to the board, as that is going to be the Valkyrie gone, so no more C4 to worry about as soon as you're moving down on the main stairs. Well, maybe one on Panics, depending on whether or not he actually picked it. Right now, that is going to be opening up the gate, so to say, for Liquid to move through. As you slowly see them taking the control, trying to check if someone is still behind the bar. They're going to be giving out the answer. That is going to be a no. And that means Liquid is now ready. They're steady. They're going to be moving in any second now.
Jones going to go in heavy amounts to blue side as well. Cake. Is that a smart thing to do? Do you put it on the soft floor? Like, you could easily have shot that, but, well, we'll see Nesk and Paolo both going to pick up kills there. As Panics will start to strike back. We'll see Liquid in a very commanding lead right now in a 4v2 situation. Panics and Shaiko, the last ones remaining here from BDS. 15 seconds left to go on the clock. Sexgate will start to move in. Shaiko does manage to find PSK, however, can't deny the planet's power from above. We'll find him, and it's all down to Panics to try and do something in. No more Nitro remaining. Someone's going to drop Moto behind him, but he's not going to be paying attention. Sexgate will plant the diffuser successfully, and, well, Panics finds himself in a 1v3 post-plant. Still convinced there's someone upstairs right now. He'll move through onto Moto, still very, very aware of the situation. He starts to slowly move through, sees onto Ashwall, knows where the diffuser has, of course, been planted. He should be aware that Moringa is holding the cross, but it's going to be Paolo who picks him up. And that's a nice round for Liquid.
Definitely, and I just want to come back to that Termite charge. They placed it on the way that the barriers, like the beams, are located, right? So it's going to be harder to shoot as well. But the thing why they did it is because just in case there is still an Electro Claw there, they didn't have EMPs left. So if you do it like that, it will not get tricked. So even if the Electro Claw was going to be in time, it would still be opened up. Of course, it's a risky thing to do because it's easier to get shot or the impact. If it was just a bit to the right, it would have actually hit. But I like the way they were thinking about that because there was no EMPs. They had to do something else, and well, that's exactly what they did. And because of that, they're finding themselves onto map point right now. Map number 1, map point for Liquid. BDS was up 3-0, but they managed to fall back to 4-6 right now. Weren't able to keep the momentum there, and that means Liquid are finding themselves in possibly the best position they can find themselves at for this entire matchup.
It's very interesting that BDS would choose to go back to Gym Bedroom, despite the fact that this was a pretty devastating loss for them, of course. But, you know, you look back at it, and actually, this was the closest defense that they actually had throughout the whole series so far. I mean, this was the one that we said probably he could have actually won it if he just waited.
Definitely so. If they just waited, they would have actually won it, even though, of course, you don't know that at that point. You don't know they're going off the plant with 0.1 second remaining. So, I mean, it was the right call to move, but if you look back on it, if you didn't move, that would have been a 1 round. So BDS, of course, they got close to winning it. But the question is, will they come close now, or is it going to be Liquid to take map number 1? And by the expansions of our analyst couch on the end of table host, of course, as we have a nice, beautiful saloon table standing by. Second map will definitely be, well, a very tough one for BDS to come against.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to how Cafe does play out when we get there. But, of course, Liquid still have to find one more round to send us there. BDS do still have opportunities to try and bring this in themselves. Logistics hatch will instead get opened up now, and Nesk very aware of the dirt run out. Of course, from that dirt angle, you can actually see onto the jacuzzi balcony, as Moringa will thatcher it out. The Sexgate will try and get open jacuzzi wall. There's going to be no one there to trick, as Panics has moved his way back over to the east side instead. We'll see Shaiko and Panics and Rafal both holding down this east side corridor. Well, I mean, I'm kind of surprised by that, honestly. And I'm kind of surprised that BDS would not bring the Kayat here.
Yeah, definitely. But like, I think they just know that the wall's going to get opened up anyway, so they might want to bring something else to, well, give them a better job later on. And we see the mutes coming out, which will actually hurt the drone play of Liquid. So they're trying to directly deny information for the Latam team to make sure that it's going to be hard for them to make the push. Right now, it's going to be a lot of actual spots coming down right there from the actual drone hole, I believe, with the... that was so much damage going down right there, and they don't even manage to open up the wall. Had no clue where it was going to be coming from. Actually, from below right there, beautifully.
Yeah, Yeah,
All right,
same strategy coming out from BDS there, where they just impact trick the wall, and the Liquid still have been unable to deal with it. However, they have PSK this time. They will be able to have banner it all over.
Now they know. Wall's going to get open though, so they're going to be having something else to deal with. See the impact coming in. We'll be taking care of the Evil Eye, and that means that right now they're trying to crawl into the bathroom. It looks like a Shaiko is holding them off from the bedroom right there, right behind the bed. We also see Penix from below. Might have a C4 in his pocket to just toss up as soon as that plank goes down. They're looking to play the retake strategy right here, something that Liquid might not be prepared for, as they are looking to get their first frag still, and it's going to happen. It's going to be Nesk to take down Shaiko. That's going to be the one that was actually playing on the side. Right now, Renshiro will have to fall back, but it's going to be Penix to take down Sexy Cake, who was actually trying to move in right there. But we see PSK with that diffuser now slowly snaking in into the bedroom, or the bathroom, so to say. Renshiro will be taking one out from the vault, and there's a frag Fiesta going left, right, and center as he just gets picked up by Nest now.
Yeah, this is great work coming out from BDS still, just to keep that control. The Liquid have used a lot of utility, but they've used it to get that control. PSK takes down Rafal. The plant starts to go down from him. RX trying to make his way up the stairs. The plant still going down from PSK. No one for BDS is in a position to deny it as RX gets eliminated, and it's all down to Panix. No Nitro, of course, in his hand, as he has brought barbed wire, but he's 100 health. He's in a nice position to try and go for a flank through construction. He has to do the logistics, however. First, well, he's not going to be able to pass that hurdle, as Liquid will take the map.
Liquid doing what they were supposed to do right here. We already saw MIBR go through. Liquid, of course, they cannot slack out now. MIBR took out the Titans G2, who everybody thought were going to be winning. And Liquid right now, one leg into those semifinals, of course, where you get that extra one-up that you know, so you can lose one match without too much hassle. This is all or nothing. So this is what they need to do. They need to win right now.
I think, yeah, I agree. Like, I think honestly, the club was the essential map for BDS. That was their map pick. That was their opportunity to send us to that third map, and to keep us in the running here, but. Like, Cafe, not a great map statistically for BDS. They did beat G2 there during the qualifiers, but other than that, they haven't really even done well on Cafe since then. So, well, that's going to be Team Liquid's map pick. That's going to be coming up in a short moment after this short break.